Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for joining me here today on beautiful Lake St. Clair. And today I want to talk to you guys about what I feel is oftentimes the most overlooked piece of the puzzle when it comes to your fishing gear, and that is your landing net. Today I'm going to be reviewing my net from the OCTANE series by Intruder, but I'm going to take it a step further and talk to you guys about what you should be looking for in a landing net, specifically as a bank angler. We're gonna get right into it, but before we do, if you guys do enjoy the video today or learn something of value here, I'd appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is materials, and 95% of the landing nets you're going to find out there are going to be made out of aluminum, and that's because aluminum is lightweight, it's extremely durable, and it's also corrosion resistant. And one of the popular alternatives out there now is carbon fiber, and carbon fiber is equally durable, equally corrosion resistant, and approximately 40% lighter than aluminum. But that lightweight comes with a cost. The carbon fiber nets are significantly more expensive than the aluminum nets. And the third alternative out there is wood, which you don't see very often anymore because wood is heavy, it's easily damaged, and it's difficult to repair, so just stay away from wood framed nets. So the only two real choices here are aluminum and carbon fiber, and through my research I determined that if you're going to buy a carbon fiber net with the exact same features as an aluminum net, you're going to pay approximately $75 to $125 more. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is the shape of your net's hoop, and they come in a variety of shapes. You have your circular hoops, you have your ovular hoops, and then you have your teardrop shaped hoops. And the shape that provides the bank angler with the biggest advantage is the flat bottomed teardrop shape. This shape allows you to extend the widest part of your net further into the water and actually flat against the bottom, which allows the fish zero room to dodge the net underneath and minimal room to dodge the net around the sides. The next thing I want to look at with you guys is the handle of your net, and as a bank angler I'm looking for a handle that is adjustable in length because I need something that's going to be conveniently short enough to use while standing on the bank, but long enough that I can fish from the docks and the piers that are above the water and still be able to reach down far enough to scoop up those fish. When I'm fishing from the bank, I like the handle to be about 40 inches in length, and when I'm fishing from those docks and shorter piers, I like it to be somewhere between 60 and 70 inches. And the next thing I'm looking for in my handle is a metal yoke. If the yoke part of your handle is made out of plastic or some other material than metal, it's going to be very brittle, and that is the easiest place to break your net, is right at the yoke. And with that metal yoke, it also helps tremendously to have a handle with an octagonal shape. When you have a handle with an octagonal shape, it is self-aligning, and that means it can't spin to the left or right, and that keeps that pin directly in line with the hole that it's supposed to go into. It just makes for easier collapsibility and easier deployment of your net. Also, with that slidable, collapsible handle, I like to make sure that it can also come completely through that yoke and detach entirely from the hoop of the net. Every once in a while, depending on who you are, you're going to catch a fish that is simply too big for the little lip grippers that come on your scale, and primarily for the safety of the fish, it helps tremendously to be able to detach that handle and attach your scale to the hoop of your net and safely weigh the fish inside the hoop of your net. And next, regarding the handle, I like to have a comfortable, form-fitting rubberized grip, something that's going to be easy to hold on to and not slip out of your hand when you're trying to net the biggest fish of your life. And the last thing I'll mention about the handle, and perhaps the least important but still kind of important depending on who you are, is a ruler right there on the handle. It makes it really convenient to measure your fish, especially if you're like me and you oftentimes forget your ruler when you go out fishing and end up catching something that's actually worth measuring. Now, after the handle, the next thing I want to take a look at is the basket of your net. And the first option that you have is an uncoated nylon net, which is going to be your cheapest option and your lightest weight option. But the cons that come with using an uncoated nylon net far outweigh the pros. Uncoated nylon nets tear and tangle very easily, and they're also not as friendly for the fish. When the fish and the hooks of your lure get tangled up in your net, it makes it really easy for the fish to injure itself, and it's also extremely inconvenient for the fisherman who's constantly having to untangle their net. The second option you have is a rubber coated netting, and that's going to be probably the most tangle resistant and also the best for the fish. But rubber coated nets do have some cons as well. They are heavier, they also have higher drag in the water, and they're less flexible, which can cause you to lose some fish when they bounce right out of the net. The third and best option available to you is the PVC coated nylon nets. PVC coated nets are significantly lighter than the rubber coated ones. They are still tangle resistant, they are still good for the fish, and they're significantly more flexible as well, which is going to prevent you from losing those fish and having them just bounce out of your net. So in my opinion, PVC coated is definitely the way to go. And regarding basket depth, I'm looking for something that has a depth approximately 75 to 85% of the hoop's diameter. That's going to be deep enough to keep that fish safely in your net and prevent it from bouncing out on you. Now that we've talked about all the important components of your landing net, I'm going to show you guys a little test that I developed that you can use to determine whether or not a landing net is the right one for you. And this test is called the Shoal test, SHOAL, and it stands for single hand operation at length. All you need to do is fully extend your net to its furthest length and then grip the net at the base of the handle. From this point, you want to lower the net down in front of you until it is parallel with the ground and hold it in that position. If you can hold your net in this position, then that means it is perfect for single hand operation. And unless you're always going to have someone out there netting your fish for you, or if you're purchasing a net just so you can land someone else's fish, you want to have a net that you can operate with a single hand. If I can't operate the fully extended net with a single hand, then it's not going to be a net that's viable for me as a bank fisherman. And now we've talked about all of the things that I look for in a landing net, and now I'm going to show you guys a net that checks all of these boxes for me, and that is from the OCTANE series by Intruder. This net has a durable, lightweight, fully aluminum frame. It has a collapsible handle that makes it easy to transport around, and it extends between 42 and 64 inches, making it perfect for both fishing from the bank and from those docks and shorter piers. It comes with a fully metal, durable yoke, which is never going to break on you, and an octagonally shaped handle, which makes it self-aligning. And with the single pin locking mechanism, it makes it really easy to fully deploy the net or to collapse it up so that you can move around. The handle of the net can also be fully detached from the hoop, allowing you to safely weigh those bigger fish. And at the bottom, at the base of the handle, is that comfortable rubberized form-fitting grip, which makes it really easy to control the net. The basket of the net is coated in PVC, which makes it light, flexible, and resistant to tangling, and also safe for the fish. And the depth of the basket is 20 inches, and it's approximately 80% of the width of the hoop. And very importantly, this net can be operated by a single hand when extended to its maximum length. And now we're getting to a part that I know you guys are going to care a lot about, and that is the cost. So here I've taken a look at some competitive nets that have very similar features. They have the octagonal handles, they're collapsible, they're about the same size, they have the PVC coated netting. And the first of these is the Clam Fortis. And Clam is a great brand. I'm sure the net is fantastic. And the current price of this net is $129.99. And with that price, you're going to get almost all of the features of the OCTANE series of nets by Intruder, but you're not going to get that comfortable rubberized form-fitting handle. The next comparable net I took a look at was the Ranger True Blue series of nets. These nets have almost an identical construction and all of the features of the OCTANE series of nets, but once again, missing that comfortable rubberized form-fitting handle. And the Ranger series of nets comes in at $119.99. And these are premium nets, so these are prices you would really expect from those bigger brands. And just for fun, I threw a carbon fiber net in here to take a look at, and it's the Carbon Fiber Landing Net by Bubba. And I can't lie, those nets look pretty sexy, and I bet they are very lightweight, but they come in at the low cost of $219.99. And they're also not collapsible and don't have a form-fitting handle. Now guys, the current price of the OCTANE series of nets by Intruder is $82.99. And that's roughly 33 to 40% cheaper than the nets that have almost the exact same features by those bigger brands. It's a better net for a lot less money, which makes selling it really easy. It also helps that they made it pretty sexy in gunmetal blue. It is a beautiful net. And when you guys check out the Intruder website, and I'll put a link down in the description, you'll be pleased to find that they offer a variety of other fishing accessories that are all of premium quality, and usually, almost always, for less money than their competitors. Guys, this company is a premium quality, low cost, hidden gem, and you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video, and I hope you did find it helpful. I got more tips, tricks, tutorials, unboxings, reviews, and adventures coming your way, and I'll see you in the next one.